Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing down below and clicking that like button. The like button does help this video to get recommended to more viewers. It helps the channel to grow. So literally, if you can take 2 seconds to do that, it is much appreciated. Do not forget to check out foottrading.co.uk. There is a massive update coming for that website where we are aiming to sort of, I don't want to put too much, to give too much away, but those of you who are subscribing are going to have a lot more to be looking at, put it that way. It's going to be insane. So if you want to go over there and check it out, make sure you do. But this is a League SBC Method to Glory, episode number 21 now. Episode 20 was an absolute banger. I see you guys in the comment section talking about, oh, my ears. I warned you. I literally said to you guys, headphone warning, even after I got him. I warned you, and I will not apologise for going absolutely mental because we did pack this absolute monster from the mid-icon pack. So I am absolutely buzzing with that. I used him yesterday. He seems absolutely brilliant. We won the game with him in it. I've also gone out and bought Foot Birthday Griezmann, and I've got Layman's. This is probably my team now for a long while. I think it's pretty decent. I've got something in the region of 3.5, 3.6 million liquid, and probably something in the region of about 5 to 6 million in the club in terms of those consumables. So the plan for this week is going to be to clear out the club as much as possible and just all the players that I don't need in there. And all the consumables I don't need, I need to clear those out and get that back to liquid again. So that's the plan. Just a bit of housekeeping for me. There will be no 0 to 2 million episode tomorrow morning. The reason being that we are going to be filming the house tour ideally. We're going to see how that goes essentially. So I need to get that onto the channel. You guys have been asking for it so much. So I wanted to get that out for you guys as soon as possible. So there'll be no 0 to 2 million. For the next sort of 24 hours, I will be focusing on the house tour basically and sorting that stuff out. So just a heads up for that for you guys. But yeah, we are episode 21. We've done incredibly well. Let's be honest. Now, the whole point of this episode today is to show you guys about how to look at what's in your club and what you're doing and how that does then impact the steps that you take and the moves that you make. Poet, I didn't know it. With regards to the League SBC method, okay? So first thing to note, obviously, is last episode we went and cleared out so much of the leagues. So many leagues we went and absolutely rinsed to get as many packs to try and pack a Foot Birthday. Now, Foot Birthday pack are no longer in packs. There is rumours of a promo on Friday, but who knows? Who knows what it is? Something to note for tonight, it is rumoured that we're getting UCL marquee matchup throwbacks. So if you are needing silver players to buy for your teams, tonight could be the night to buy them. It's not guaranteed that we're getting it, but it was supposed to be UCL again today, so there's a chance we do get UCL throwback marquee matchups, which will see the price of silvers crash and your ability then to buy them. I will be doing the exact same thing, just buying the ones that are cheap that I need. However, what we're going to do here, I'm going to talk to you guys. A lot of you guys ask about how I know when leagues are to be done, how I know what I need to be doing with the Arsenal's method. So I'm going to go over all that in great detail for you guys today. Really, absolutely ham that out. So the first thing that you should be doing consistently is going to your club. Now, in fact, we'll look at the first marker in terms of what I look at in my club. And I look for 1,608 players. Now, that's quite low. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is quite low. Now, if you think there are something in the region of 11, I think, or 12 League SBCs on this game. 11 or 12 League SBCs are on this game, I think. Something around that. Let's go check. Let's go check to be certain. We'll do some maths here. We'll do some maths, quick maths. Let's go to players. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, the two minor ones don't really count so much, but 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 including the two, so it's 12. But 14 including the coppered ones, which I don't really tend to include too much. Now, if you think 14 of them average out at about 20 teams a league, I mean, it's not exact science, but average out about 20 teams a league. So 14 times 20, 280. And if you're looking at 11 players at a club, you're looking at something in the region of about 3,000 players in total, right? That's what you're looking at. Something in that region. I'm completely going off my sort of knowledge here, but something in the region of about 2,800 to 3,000 players. So I've got 1,608 players in my club. So I know full well that I've probably got maybe half of the League SBC players that I need, which is still very good, and that's why I can cycle it all the time. But that's the first indicator that I need to be doing bronze pack method, because I need to start getting more silvers into my club. I need to be banging up. So basically what I say with when you open up packs, right? The packs revamp other clubs. So if you open up a jumbo, let's say a jumbo gold players pack, whatever, a jumbo premium gold pack, let's say that, and you get 6 players from that, right? That then goes into other clubs. So if you, let's say, get it from, I don't know who gets one of those, Cologne, I think. Cologne get a rare gold. But let's say if it's from Cologne, you get that. You might get no Cologne players in there, but you'll get maybe one from Southampton, one from Newcastle, one from Cagliari, etc., etc. So that will put those in there. However, you need to be topping it up. And that to me, right there is a sign that I need to top up with bonds packs. So I'll be doing that today on stream. I'll be opening up bonds packs to get that up to 2,100, 2,200 and do that. That's what I need to do. So that's the first indicator. I need to be adding to it and doing bonds packs. Second indicator now, I'm going to look through. And the simplistic thing that I do is I just go to the league itself and I just cycle through. And I look for the players that I've got in these leagues. So you know we did a lot of the Premier League yesterday. So I'm not expecting to have much in this at all. We did Arsenal yesterday. And I just flick through and I go, okay, cool. So there's 2 from there, 1 from Brighton, none from Burnley really. Quite a few from Chelsea. I could probably actually go and do Chelsea now if I wanted to. Crystal Palace, I have 2 for. Everton, I have 3 for, but I think I did Everton yesterday. I might not have. Leicester, Liverpool, 1 for. I just keep flicking through. And I go and do this for absolutely every single league. You guys can be doing this right now while you're looking at me. While you're watching me do this. Norwich, I have no silver to Norwich. And Sheffield United, I have 1 silver for. Southampton, I have 5 cards for. Spurs, I have no cards for. Watford, I have 2 cards for. West Ham, I have 6 cards for. So, I look at that and go, okay, cool. So there's a lack of goals in my club. There's also a lack of silvers in my club from that. I'll go to other leagues. Let's go to Serie A, for example. And I have a little look at Serie A. And I'll go, okay, Atalanta, I've got 2 for. Bologna, I have 5 for. Brescia, not too bad in terms of Brescia, to be fair. If you look, I've got a goalkeeper. I've got 2 goalkeepers, actually. One of those could probably be sold. Or I can hold on to them for now, for when it comes round again. A centre mid and a centre back. We'll go to some more expensive teams here. We'll have a little look at Parma. See what Parma are saying. Parma, I've got the right back, but I haven't got the centre back that's expensive. But I keep flicking through and seeing, okay, cool. Roma, I've got 4 for, which I use there. Napoli, none. I just did Napoli. Milan there. So what this is telling me inherently, without fail, is that I need goals in my club and I need silvers in my club, without a doubt. Now, bronzes get me towards that to a certain degree, because if I go and do enough bronzes to get 50 bronze upgrade packs, I'm going to get 100 silvers in my club. Now, of those, maybe 50-60% might be League SBC, but that's 50-60 players that are silver that I haven't got to go out and buy. The chances are, pretty much when you do the bronze packs, the silvers are worth it either way. But that's one thing it's telling me. So then I'm like, okay, cool. So if I know I need golds and I know I need silvers, I know that if I upgrade silvers into golds, I get loads of golds. I get 3 golds for every sort of squad of silvers that I set up. So then what I go and do is I will literally look at off leagues and I will just go to position silver, quality silver, and I'll just see. I'll just see what's in there. So if you look, right, I've got a lot of League 1 silvers. League 2, got 4 in League 2, which isn't too bad. League 1, we don't need to worry about too much. Like the Domino's League 2, a lot of silvers. Calcio B, a lot of silvers. I've got a huge amount of silvers in my club. So then that also tells me that figure of the players that I've got in my club is actually a little bit skewed. Because here, for example, I have got 20 players that are from Bundesliga 2 that are not League SBC cards. So then I have to start to reevaluate how many players do I actually have from these clubs in the league. Now, I knew this would be the situation because yesterday I went out to rinse the SBCs. I absolutely cleaned out the SBCs to get as many packs as I possibly could. So I knew this was going to be the case. But it's me showing you the example of how I think. Let's go to La Liga Smart Bank League 2. Look how many there I've got. I've got 23 players from that, so that's 2 packs without a doubt. The Danish League, Silvers, got quite a few from there that obviously not massive, but enough. Svensken, and I keep going through, like yada yada yakety schmackety, I keep going. And that to me says, okay, cool. What I need to be focusing on this week, especially because I'm not too stressed about opening packs up too much at the moment, is to focus hard on bronzes into silvers into golds. That really has to be my focus this week. That's not to say that I won't open up packs. Of course I will, because those packs that I open up, number one, I may get duplicates, which I don't really want. You don't really want duplicates. I always say this. People say, oh, duplicates are an okay thing. Duplicates are not an okay thing. You don't want duplicates where you can help it. Now, don't get me wrong. Duplicates do make you coins back in the long term because you can sell them. That's fine. But do I want duplicates or do I want packs? I want packs in this. Especially if there's a promo coming Friday. What I really want to be doing for the next few days is making sure that my club is cycling exactly as it should be as I start to stack packs for any potential promo Friday. Now, we may not get a promo Friday. That's fine. I'll then continue to open those packs up. But I may want to stack packs. Now, the question mark I always have, you guys always ask about whether I stack packs for promo, and the usual answer is no, I do not. Because with my method now, because I can cycle this relatively easily, I don't need to stack packs. I can literally just pick up any sort of cards that I want to pick up, and I can just cycle through them and just do any packs here, more packs there, more packs there. Because opening these packs up fills up these teams. Opening these packs up here fills up these teams. So I don't really need to worry too much about stacking packs. However, when my club's as dry as it is now, it's not massively dry, don't get me wrong. I've just done 6 League and we'll open those up in a bit. It's not massively dry, but it's dry enough that it does make me think, right, I need to be doing that. Now, what I also then do is, I've looked at major leagues there, I've looked at off leagues, I then go and look at minor leagues, because minor leagues are the bread and butter of this method. People neglect them massively. Minor leagues are massively important as part of this method. You have to engage with your minor leagues. I was like sort of neglecting that a little while ago. I'm now hot as anything on it, and I make sure that every single time I am opening up these packs or I'm doing anything, the minor leagues are checked. And I usually set aside a day or two a week to make sure that I've got all those leagues cycled through. But what they also do is they provide silvers for other leagues, but they also, without fail, provide you relatively easy cards for League SBC method. So if I start to look at, let's look at Eredivisie, for example. This is a true marker of how many silvers are in my club right now. Because if we go to Den Haag, I did Den Haag last episode actually. Ajax, we've got quite a few for them. AZ, got quite a few for AZ. Emmen I did last episode. Groningen. And I look and go, actually, I'm not actually in that bad a position. In terms of silvers in the club, I do have quite a few. Especially in the minor leagues, there's just 4 cards there, some bronzes. Obviously, Eredivisie has a lot of bronzes to fill it up as well with PSV there. And I cycle through these, and I'm going to keep cycling through these right now. Sparta Rotterdam, Vitesse, BVV Venlo. And my minor leagues are in actually quite a good position. They're not in a bad position at all. So for me, the problem now is me focusing, I think, okay, I then say to my mindset, right, so if I've got a massive lack of golds from major leagues, but I have quite a few silvers and quite a few teams near completion in minor leagues, right, I need to focus on those minor leagues this week. If I want to cycle into the major leagues, I have to focus on them because yes, you get a lot of silver packs, but you also get those little random packs like the small rare mixed players packs, the small prime electrum packs, mixed players packs that really bang up your club in terms of like cards that you need to get to do SBCs. I'll go across the Super League because the Super Leagues are one of my favourite leagues to do on this. Yes, the packs aren't incredible, but a lot of the Super League packs are those random little nitty-gritty packs. I'll just quick through an Alanya-Spor, we'll do okay on that, Antalya-Spor. We're not in that bad a position. It's the major leagues, because I rinsed them last time, that I made my pick. Keiko we can pretty much go and do now if we wanted to. Denizlispor we can pretty much go and do now if we wanted to. It is the major leagues that I now need to think, okay, cool, that's just where I need to be focusing now. I think Galatasaray I've already done. Gazisa here, Glencha Bigley. I think I did Glencha Bigley last time. Göztepe. Kasim Pasa. Kayserispor. Konyaspor. And you guys should be doing this exact same thing right now. But you need to be doing it every few days, without fail. Just going through and saying, okay, cool, what's my club like? So Trabzonspor, for example. Trabzonspor is a really good marker of where my club actually is at. Because they have a good mix of silver and golds in their club, and they're solid. So really, all the problem I've got right now is because I cycled through loads of players' 4th birthday packs. That's where my problem is now. My major leagues are very, very empty, which I need to get done. But that is easily repairable because you've seen my silvers. Now, a lot of you guys talk about the silvers and say, well, how do you do the silver upgrades? Now, I've shown it before. I'll show it again now. It honestly isn't difficult. Go to silver upgrade, and it should ask you, well, it does not always ask you, if you want to build from scratch or not. But literally just go left trigger, squad builder, and then league. We'll go to League 1, quality silver. We'll build this. I'm going to build a few of these right now for you guys. To give you an example of what it is I'm saying about this whole method. So let's go here and there, him and there, and Anderson down there. And then we'll submit this. From advance. So I've upgrades, use squad builder. Now normally what I would do is I do my bronzes, then my silvers, then that. But because I've got a lot of silvers in the club, right now my key thing to be doing is to clear these silvers out. There's no point in me having these silvers in my club right now. Because if I go and open up bronze packs and do the 2-player packs, there's a chance I could get a lot of duplicates. And I'd rather not get duplicates in all honesty. Quality silver. League. Let's go to League 2. Fill up this with League 2 as well. And now because they're in the same sort of nation, you might probably find a few people that link to each other. So this right move here can go here. Remember, you haven't got to play everyone bang on chem either. You really don't need to play everyone bang on chem because it's 40 chemistry. So you can just literally stick everyone in you want. And again, I go quality silver, then we go league, I'll go across to League 2. Domino's League 2, and we'll put them in there. And again, we need 2 more, but 74 chem, so really anyone works here. We'll stick him in there, and we'll stick... What have we got here? We'll stick the right mid in there, that's fine. And then we'll submit that. Then we advance. And then we'll do one more as an example. New squad builder. I think you guys get hung up on chem, and I don't know why, because you don't need that much chem. But I've had loads of DMs like, how do you quickly put them in there? Because I've only got like 5 from this league and 5 from that league, and I'm always to say the same thing. Put them in together. Throw them all in together. And then we'll do squad builder again. to save me on through anything, and then silver, and then we'll go league. We'll go Calcio B, because we've got quite a few Calcio B. And now you've just seen that, so I've now got, from players that were relatively useless in my club, I've now just given myself 9 gold players. 9 gold players straight away. Now I've obviously got a lot of silvers to convert up. I've got 9 gold players, I'm getting 9 gold players, not that one, we want to go to my packs. And so we go across, and so the 3 common gold players packs, so I'll open these up. Looks like I've got some items to deal with. Who is this? Who do I have to deal with? Maristich, just send him in. Oh, I'll just open a prime silver player pack. Give me strength, guys. Give me strength. Right, we'll just skip this. A nice silver would be good. A nice silver would be good, no lie. Oh, Brahim's very nice. Real Madrid player. Right, the rest can go to club. So that's fine. I didn't really want to do that because I wanted to cycle through before I open all these packs up, but it's fine. 3 common gold players pack. You open this up and then it comes up. Now, sometimes you hit informs in these, but there's not really much exciting about these. This is why I don't show you these on video, because there isn't that much exciting about these at all. Realistically, they are just whatever they are. I don't know. It keeps giving me like things to tell me that's here. But we've got an Ajax player there. We've got a Greek league player, which is not ideal, and we've got a championship player in Tom Kearney, which is fine. So you start to see these will open up into more League SBC packs. We do another one, 3 common gold players pack, and ideally just looking for League SBCs and all these packs just to keep stocking the club up. So these packs plus the packs you open up will restock other teams. Danilo, Oshkipa, he does help for a little bit actually, so I don't mind getting deep in him. Got an untradeable one in the club now, a Bologna player, 2 Bologna players in fact. You just saw that I need to do Bologna. I had 5 of them, I think, or 3 of them, was it? Well, I think it was 5. And then 3 common gold player pack again. You open this one up. And then we've got a Union Berlin left mid. Is he tradable? He is indeed. And then Kone for him. Is he tradable? Yes, he is indeed. And then you stock up more of them. Now, ideally in that situation there, we did get a lot of dupes, but that's fine. Selling gold dupes was fine. I just don't want too many dupes. That's the most important thing. I just don't want too many dupes. And then we're going to open up these packs. So you've seen the club was a little bit there, 1,608. We just took a load out in terms of silvers that were unusable. We've just put loads more. Like I say loads more. We've just put 5 or 6 more golds that are usable back into the club. And then we just picked up another Turkish league player from the ones you just saw there. And then we look through here. We've got a nice Nîmes. Is it Olympic Nîmes or Nîmes Olympics? Nîmes Olympique. Nîmes Olympique. Just picked him up there. Some more that aren't really usable in terms of other leagues, but then Atalanta we got here as well. We've got Ado Den Haag, who I've just cycled through. We send those all to club. He can get quick side. He can go up there. That's fine. And then this is what you're doing, and you're cycling. But those upgrades that you're doing, do not neglect those upgrades. I know a lot of you were like, oh, I spent like 100k and I've not completed any teams yet. I cannot stress this enough. You're not going to get anywhere with 100k. I'm at about 700, 750k spent in terms of on this method. But look, there we go. So we start to see more of them again. More League SBCs. These guys can go up there. That Abdellawi I might keep because I might put them into a 2 rare upgrade pack. But we'll send this all to club. Do that. And then small guard. We're going to keep opening these up. These are from the Liga, and I have like 6 teams I could complete from the Liga, and so we've got those done. Is that a border walkout? No. But you've seen the cycle. The cycle continues to grind. I'm just going to turn this down so I can get rid of... There's something on my screen that's bugging the life out of me. Let's see if I can get rid of it. There we go, it's gone. And again here, so we've got another PSG player, which is nice. We've got another one that's off league, which is not the end of the world. But then also, 3 more. So out of those pack there, we've got 5 players that League SBC. He's a duplicate, he can go up there. These will get sent to club. And you just keep replenishing, keep replenishing, keep replenishing. But it's so important you are doing this consistently. You are checking when you need to do bronze upgrades. Don't just do bronze upgrades for the sake of it. Make sure when you're doing your bronze upgrades, there's a point to it. Because the problem is a lot of you might do loads of bronze upgrades and then you're like, okay, cool, I'm doing bronze upgrades, I'm getting golds or whatever. You need to make sure your club is in a continual cycle. So what do I actually need for my clubs right now? I need golds in them. Okay, let me go and do my silvers first. If I get my silvers first done, upgrade my silvers. There's another Fulham player there, which is really, really nice. So you've just seen 2 from these packs. 2 new players have gone into Fulham, which is really, really solid. These can all go to club. He can go up there. But for me, it's about prioritising your time. Where do I best see my time at the moment? My time right now is best placed in doing those silver upgrades. Potentially doing some bronze upgrades as well. Obviously, on stream, I'll be opening bronze packs up today. But that's where my time is best placed. It's best placed in that exact position there, making me as much sort of coin as possible from doing random upgrades. So we've got Arias there, Alan Kardec, Mikel Rico. So these guys here are all non-League SBC, so they'll get into upgrades. We'll send that to club. And just from that period there that we opened those packs up, you're probably looking at 20 to 30 players that have now gone into the club that are League SBC, right? That are ready to go into these SBCs. You probably see maybe, I don't know, 20 to 30 that are non-League SBC. They can go into upgrades. And that cycle there keeps going. It keeps moving, it keeps moving, it keeps moving. A lot of you guys asked what to do about marquee matchups and stuff like that. In my opinion, be smart with marquee matchups. So if marquee matchups comes tonight for UCL, use teams that either aren't near completing, or you can use off-league players. If for example, right, I've got on my transfer pile right now, just hold that next to Semedo, he can go. I've got all these guys here. I can go and use these players if I possibly can in the League SBC, in the League SBC, in the marquee matchups, and then send these to club. So I haven't got to worry about those at all. But if I've got off-league guys like Abdullahi or whatever, people like this, I could probably use him. If I can use the Greek League, I could probably use him in that and it wouldn't be a problem. You can use the off-leagues without a doubt. My hard and fast rule that I always say quite stringently is don't stress too much about things like marquee matchups and like I'm going to hold you to marquee matchups. Marquee matchups and SBCs are irrelevant from League SBC method. I can't stress that enough. They're great to put players in your club, but they're irrelevant. League SBC method is its own succinct bubble. You're cycling all the time. You're seeing what your club needs. You're feeding your club. Imagine it being a hungry monster, right? A hungry monster. That's the analogy I'll give you. It is a hungry monster that you are needing to feed. It constantly needs feeding. Now, whether it needs feeding with upgrades, whether it needs feeding with coins, whether it needs feeding with any of these things, that is essentially what it is. It is a hungry, hungry monster, and you've got to know what to feed it. If right now, I know I'm low on gold, so I need to feed it gold, which means I need to get my silver updates, my silver upgrades done as a priority, okay? But there might be a time where actually I need silvers, so that's okay, cool. I'll go and do loads of bronze upgrades. Now, I open bronze packs up as standard. It's just something I do on stream when I'm sitting here waiting for a video to edit. I do that anyway. But if I need silvers, I'm like, okay, cool. I need to feed it. I need to get ball. I need to spend money on bronze packs. I need to feed it bronzes into silvers and give it those silvers it needs. And it's imagine, again, another analogy is like a plant. You need to give a plant like water, food, light, whatever. It's the same thing there. Is it silver, bronze, or gold that it needs? You need to work that out yourself and you need to grind it out and make sure that is what you are doing. In the next episode, you'll see, hopefully, the difference in the club once I've started doing this grind over the next 24 hours. So that's a bit, it's more of a boring episode for you guys today, but it's important you guys start to learn this stuff. A lot of you guys have asked for the nitty gritty, so this is the nitty gritty of how I'm doing it behind the scenes without showing you everything on video. But if you are new around here, like I say, please do subscribe down below, click the like button, all that good stuff. It is massively, massively appreciated. But for now, lads, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.